Hi there, welcome to the One Piece Bad Take Community Central, where I discuss and talk about really bad takes that members of the One Piece community have. Now, a lot of the times these takes are usually trollish, they're usually used as bait to garner engagement because we all live in a society where engagement is something that people strive for. They need engagement. They need that interaction from people they don't even know online for something. But I do want to address this because the One Piece community for quite a while now has been going on a path that really isn't good. It's a path that you don't want your community to become or wind up as. Now, the One Piece community has always been a little on the edge depending on what your favorite character is, what your if you consider One Piece like the greatest piece of fiction of all time, and you go head to head with other, fandoms, and it tends to get a little crazy sometimes, a little loony, to say the least. But there are and have been a lot of bad takes in recent memory. A lot of this comes from Agenda Piece, which a lot of people think that, oh, it's just a joke. Everyone's just joking, trolling. But the problem is, a lot of people do believe in these type of takes. They actually take these takes seriously, right? Sure, you could go online, see these takes, but they're not actually being serious. They're pretending to be, having these serious takes, but they're actually not. But the reality is, Agenda Piece has rotten the One Piece community a lot. I know a lot of people defend it, saying it's just funny. It's just funny memes at this point. We shouldn't be taking it seriously. But there are a lot who do take it seriously, and it frustrates me because there's a lot of bad takes going around. And depending on what is a bad take is all dependent on you. After all, it's all based on your own opinion, your own perspective of the series, and your own interpretation of the series, which, a lot of people just do not want to be seen as wrong. Everyone hates being wrong, and it really is so weird in that regard. So for the first video of this type of genre of bad takes in the One Piece community, I want to go over a recent take that I've seen. And it comes from a very specific user. I will not mention the user, and I can't really show the tweet because apparently the One Piece community, they posted this tweet and decided that it was a violation of the community guidelines and completely nuked the tweet. And I can't seem to find anyone who screen capped it at all, so it doesn't exist anymore, so I can't really show you. But I will tell you exactly what this tweet was. It was essentially a tier list of who Luffy likes and who Luffy hates among the Straw Hats. I know, you're already thinking, what? Luffy doesn't hate anyone on the Straw Hats. You're right. But there are people who make these type of trollish and bait posts to try to get the community riled up, especially since we just got off a huge 2-week break, right, from having any sort of One Piece manga content. But essentially this take was Luffy hates Nami. You see that immediately, unless you hate Nami with a passion, we'll think, what the hell kind of take is that? Whether you like Nami or dislike Nami, that alone is a really terrible take, no matter who you are. Why? Because how in the world do you consume One Piece, read One Piece, watch One Piece, play One Piece video games and think Luffy hates Nami? How does someone come up with this take? Well, obviously, the only reason anyone will ever come up with this goddamn take is because they hate Nami with a passion. Whether it's her character or whether it's because she is just an outlet to pass on this sort of hatred that they have for a certain part of the community that they don't like. Whether it be Zoro fans, whether it be Sanji fans, whether it be Nami haters, whether it be Luffy haters, any type of haters like that, or, favorites. And it comes from this hatred that has been imbuing them for so long, and part of it comes from defending their favorite character, their favorite thing, constantly from people who just shit on it, who do troll, who do make other bait posts in regards to that thing. And I know the user who made this. I've seen this user make countless posts that have garnered my attention, to say the least. And I know very well that they do not like Nami, right? They're also very heavily anti-shipper. And based on that, it's simple to see why they don't necessarily like Nami or anyone associated in liking Nami in the One Piece community. This user brands themselves as a big time Sanji fan, right? And as much as I do have certain dislikes about Sanji's character in general, I do not paint the entire Sanji fandom as, this type of fans where they are just such, trollish, where they constantly just irritate you. I don't see it that way, because I don't like to put a label on an entire group of people at all, just a very specific part of that group that are essentially the loudest, minority. And when they become loud, a lot of people just assume it represents every single part of that fandom, which is really dumb. You should not think that way at all. Just because there's a few loud people, a few loud voices that constantly just say these type of takes, should not at all represent the rest of the community who don't believe in this type of stuff, who don't actually see that take as a good take, but also a bad take. Now again, it's very likely, and I'm guarantee you it's like 95%, that it's just a bait post. But this user has also been really aggressive on the Nami hate. And this Nami hate, which, feels unwarranted most of the time, is like so bizarre to me. Especially with this idea that Luffy somehow hates Nami. If Luffy somehow hated Nami, there is no shot, no way that Luffy would have Nami on the crew anymore if he really hated her with a passion. This user just wants to convey this because they don't like, Nami hitting Luffy, that comedic gag that people either hate or love, or just, don't mind it, or because they want to attack Nami fans, because I know there are also some Nami fans who go and attack Sanji fans. And it's a whole circle of just constant trolling, constant hatred that gets annoying sometimes. It gets annoying sometimes to see. But that's not the point of this video. It's not the point to discuss that sort of thing. It's to discuss this take. Because there's no shot that Luffy would be traveling this entire time and just hate Nami. It's just inconceivable. With everything that they have gone through together, Luffy would somehow just hate Nami? It's such a terrible take. It's not even the take that anyone would even think of unless they truly despise a character or, that character's fans. It's such a terrible take that, if it didn't exist, right? If that take did not exist, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We wouldn't be engaging with it. Hell, it wouldn't have been nuked into oblivion by the community it was posted in. So it's like, oh my god, there's no shot that anyone would actually believe this. No shot. It's complete nonsense. But I wanted to talk about it because it's these type of takes that occur in the One Piece community constantly. It's agenda piece, and agenda piece has always been so bad. It has constantly been bad. And I love One Piece. I want the community to be really a fun community where, we don't have bad takes. We have takes where it, creates debates. But this is not a take that creates debates. It's a take of just pure hatred. And that's why it's such a bad take. It's why I wanted to use it as the first take for this video series of like just really bad One Piece takes that I just want you here on the YouTube side who probably don't see it, just know about. That there are takes like this that happen in the One Piece community, and hopefully we can use this as a way to make the community better. You know, get people to understand that there are people in the One Piece community who think this way. Like I said, I'm not going to mention who it was made by because I don't want any harassment, or I don't want anyone to really give this person more engagement for this type of takes. But I want to try and get this community on track to be something where we can actually have nice conversations, have nice debates without all this hatred going back and forth. Is it a possible task? No, it probably seems impossible, right? It seems almost unlikely that will ever happen because it's just how the One Piece community now is, right? But I want to try and get people to understand that these takes are really bad and should not be seen as such. Even if you hate Nami and dislike her as a character, you know damn well that this is not the right take. Because Luffy is not someone who will be friends, who will be, have as a member of his crew and hate them. It's beyond such a terrible take. It goes against everything that is Luffy. It goes against everything that the Straw Hats represent. And the One Piece community has had takes like this for so long. It comes from insecurity. It comes from this feeling that, oh, people have been made fun of me and my favorite things about, a certain character or a certain thing. And I want to get back at them by creating even worse takes and creating this continuous cycle of hatred. It happens. I understand that feeling, but you cannot, resort to that kind of thing. You can't fight fire with fire. All it does is just continuously creates this fire that continues to burn and creates chaos among the community. It is such a terrible type of terrible type of thing within this community, and knowing about it and understanding why it's bad and trying to find a way to make this community better is what I want to strive to do. And hopefully these videos, people don't take these videos as me just, making it so that people could see these bad takes, agree with these bad takes, and create more chaos. I want people to be aware of these bad takes so that we can work hard to try to get people to understand why these are bad takes and why we can actually create a better place for this community, right? Whether you're on Twitter, or X.com, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on Reddit or wherever, it's takes like this that put a bad picture on the One Piece community, and I want to try to change that. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this take, right? And why you agree with this take, if you do, or why you disagree with it. Just give me some sort of dialogue that we can start, that maybe we can help, heal this community from all these terrible takes, from all these weird conversations that people have that just are just mind-boggling, But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, as I'm gonna create more of these videos to create awareness of this problem within the One Piece community of these terrible takes, right? And hopefully we can strive to make the One Piece community better. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.